Are you looking to play an aggressive leader that works similar to Whitebeard, is great on a budget, and requires no new cards until set 10? Then look no further than Kalgara! Kalgara is a 5000 power, 5 life yellow leader from set 8, 2 legends, who, just like in the story, utilizes mainly cards from Sky Island and Shandora. His ability states, give your leader 1 or more Dawn and on attack, play up to 1 Shandian warrior type character from your hand with a cost equal to or less than the number of Dawn cards on your field. If you do, add 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand. By using this ability, he can bring out a steady stream of 5000 to 8000 power characters. It is not uncommon to have a board of 4 characters with 5000 plus power by the end of turn 3 going second. Your key cards in this deck are 5 cost Viper and 6 cost Kalgara. Playing them using leader ability can gain you as much as 4 or 5 free Dawn every time you use it. Using his ability twice on a 6 cost Kalgara alone already gives you a whole extra turn of Dawn advantage over your opponent. Helping us find these key cards, we use 2 searchers, Upper Yard and Shira. They allow us to search the top 5 cards of our deck and hopefully find our key cards by turn 3. If we already have those cards in hand, we can still utilize our searchers to make another great card pair more consistent, Ohm and Holy.
What the dog doing?
Using searchers on turn 1 and dropping Ohm on turn 2 means we had double the chance to drop the pair compared to other yellow decks using this combo. Even if we fail to find the characters that we need, we generally find at least one of our 8 2k counters or our event counters, since they all have the Sky Island type. If you've been wondering, what about all the self-damage from leader ability? We turn to our unsearchable cards, the most important of which is Noland. If you have the 6 cost Kalgara in play, you can gain 1 life back from the top of your deck. Since you can't search him from your deck though, it's important to keep track of how many you do see when you use Upper Yard or Shura, because you can plan around defending your life more aggressively or more freely. To round out my deck list, I personally run Flame Split as a way to get past 4 cost Rebecca blockers, Charlotte Cracker if we don't find Ohm or as a surprise trigger, and another unsearchable card that works great in this deck, 5 cost Ace, which I will expand further upon in our next topic. Game plan. Kalgara is an aggressive deck that pumps out characters. I generally prefer going second, as we can drop a 5 and a 6 drop character on turn 3, and the fact that our opponent usually brings us to 3 life. This deck loves being in the 2 life danger zone because of 5 cost Ace and Ohm, which we can get to by using leader ability. Since we will have many characters on the field, our opponent will generally have to attack those characters. In a strange kind of way, our original 5 life leader is really a 2 life leader with base power of whatever character your opponent is trying to attack, generally 6000, and 1.5 free Pot of Greeds. Of course, being at 2 life all the time is dangerous, which brings me to matchups. Kalgara generally performs best against decks that don't have effect-based removal. Think Reiju, NL, and Purple Luffy, and has a harder time against decks that do have effect-based removal like Lucci or Perona. Kalgara also has a hard time against decks that can ignore characters, like Black, Yellow Luffy or Zoro. But of course, no matchup is impossible, since a board of 4 characters on turn 3 can be hard to stop for many decks. Some color-specific things to watch out for are Pudding in blue decks and Hody Jones in green decks. We have the same problem as Whitebeard, where we tend to have 8 or 9 cards in hand since we took a lot of life early. Against the threat of Pudding, I recommend defending characters and life a bit more aggressively. As for Hody Jones, keeping up 3 Dawn when you're planning to use an event counter to save yourself or characters is important to look out for, or you might end up like this.
Hody Jones, I rescued in 11 at life.
That is game. I personally have gotten top 8 at a flagship battle with Kalgara during the time when Red Purple Law was still running around, which shows that this deck definitely has the potential to win some tournaments, even with some bad matchups. Flex alternatives and conclusion. I like to run Flame Split and Cracker, but other options include El Thor, 200 million volts Amaru, Thunderbolt, You're the One That Should Disappear, 6 cost Charlotte Linlin, and 10 cost Ace. Play around with the deck and consider your local meta to see what is right for you. In conclusion, Kalgara is a fun leader that really reinforces the life is a resource mantra and the decision making of taking or protecting life. As I mentioned at the start of this video, this deck is not only cheap, but set 9, the new Emperor, does not add any new cards to this deck, so you can play it for at least 6 months without having to make any changes. If you enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate a like and subscribe so I can stay motivated to make more videos. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next and have a great day. The One Piece!
Can we get the child?